All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's video. We're on the PTS and I'm testing Foundry Bulwark, and I'm going to do extensive testing on it because it is a build that is basically in my purview. It's a tank shield kind of build. It's really good, the concept, but there are parts of it that is absolutely broken in PvP. But I want to see in PvE what this build is actually capable of and test it to kind of see how far we can stretch it. So credit this to Be Righteous Identity. He threw out the idea, what if somebody went ahead and ran like the 6 pieces of this thing all reds, right? What would that look like if you took the 4 pieces and you kind of ran a full red build to take advantage of the extra 10% armor and take advantage of the 3% armor regeneration and the repair that does whenever you or your shield takes damage. Oh boy. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in a heroic mission. Let me get some more weapon damage on here. And I just basically am taking a 6-piece. I don't have enough to recalibrate that holster is what it's telling me. Well, what do you know? I have to probably go here and let me get recalibration. Is there a recalibration? Field proficiency cache, name PTS crafting cache. All right, acquire item. All right, let me go ahead and do that last 15% weapon damage on the holster, and then we're gonna go run a mission. We're gonna kind of knock it out. Oh, it has to do all this. All right, well, while it's doing that, let me swap my audio. Well, I'm not gonna swap my audio. All right, perfect. So I'm going to try my best to, play as crazy as possible. And I'm going to go in there strong. I know people are going to say, what if you don't have the Eagle Bearer? It's one of those things where, you want to test it in the best case scenario as well. I mean, even though the worst case scenario might seem really attractive, why not do it in the best case scenario? Okay, my open world's on heroic. One of the really interesting missions a lot of people use is Jefferson Trade Center, but I actually prefer, I think it's Viewpoint Museum I actually like. So it's fast travel there, and then we'll start the mission, and we'll check out what it looks like. I thought about doing a skill tier version, because you'll still use it. You'll still take advantage of your shield, and you'll still take advantage of an extra skill that you can get. But I kind of changed my mind on that. I don't know why. And then another option too is I could also run the deflector shield. Oh my gosh. Does the deflector shield let you run a... Huh. Okay, you can't run a... Okay, we'll probably test that later. I mean, sorry about that. This is something where, we're just doing the best that we can based on the time that we have. I know, it's a PTS and all, but... All right. Making my way downtown, walking fast. Is that what she said? Faces passing the whole man. Terry Crews. Do the Terry Crews shaking head thing from White Chicks. So I already noticed off the bat I'm not doing enough damage. And I got melted. Respawn. So let me go in there with the shield and see what happens with that shield, okay? And it's the Eagle Bearer too, so... Yeah. This shield is basically impregnable. Well, it is not impregnable. It is taking damage because it's the shield that doesn't have a lot of health, but... I mean, it is taking a lot more damage than usual, so that's good. So there's a difference. There's a difference. There's a significant difference too. So you're not overly tanky, but you are getting a very good benefit that, for somebody who doesn't really, who might not need a heal, you'll be very, very hard to take down. You're not doing a lot of damage, but you will outlast people who try to damage you. I should have run this with like... You know what? I have another idea. I have another fun idea. I'll show you guys that idea here once I clear this area out. Okay, so this is the idea that I have. If I were to say I want to lose, you know, some damage here and maybe run the knee pads for it, you know, taking a knee pads, taking a weapon handling, and then I go take my, go put my forge holster on. Now the forge holster does have shield held, but I'll probably at this point be taking headshot damage over here rather than repair skills. That will make my shield even much more powerful. And that might be a problem even in the PvP game. I mean, in PvE, you're not dealing too much damage anyways. You're just going with raw weapon damage. You guys are seeing that the enemy NPCs seem to be a little bit more stubborn than usual. But then also, I could also change this to the firewall specialization and get a little bit more, you know, resilience on my shield. And this might make for a viable solo player shield style run and gun build. I don't know. Sorry if you're getting feedback from my game. I'm using my TV on this setup, so you're just gonna have to live with that. All right, let's see what this looks like over here. I'm gonna stand in the open. Yeah. How many times is he gonna shoot me before? Yeah, look at that. I have a lot of shield health. Yeah, this is good if you run it in red, man. Now you should see it in green, in blue. Sorry, when you're doing all blues and you have a bunch of armor and you have a bunch of health and that armor is regenerating, your jaw will drop. I think I have a video on it. You should be able to see that video. So basically, this is just my test to kind of see what this looks like if you were to do an all red build. Right now, it doesn't really look broken. You know, it still feels like, you know, basically some kind of a normal shield build that you would run in some sense, but you are getting a lot more benefits for your shield because you're using it. Okay, so I guess that's it for me. I'm gonna leave you guys to kind of comment on this so that we can see basically where it is right now. Look at how much look at the regeneration. Look at that. If I just move into cover a little bit, look at the regeneration. Oh my gosh. Woo! You can still get focused, don't get me wrong, but man, you are absolutely tanky and resourceful. I'm actually gonna do a second test because I actually have those Emperor's Guard knee pads. It will put me at 4% armor regeneration, and we'll see what happens there. So stay tuned for that test. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.